Hello and welcome back to Canadian Boxing Hub. Please share, like, subscribe if you enjoy this video. Every little bit of support is very much so appreciated. It has been a little while since I've uploaded a video. Been quite busy, that's an understatement. Of course, work and life and all that. But I've been brought back to record today because we have big news as it pertains to Canadian boxing. Our next heavyweight hope, Alexi Barriere, 12-0, has just signed with Matchroom Boxing. Now, last time Barriere was out, he was on a Matchroom card presented with, well, it was clearly not a Matchroom card because it didn't have Matchroom production levels, but nonetheless, it was co-sponsored by Matchroom Boxing. Frank Smith was there in Quebec at the fight. He took on Ubaldo Ilagor, and I've talked about it on this channel. It was quite a good performance. I think it was about the 5th or 6th round. Ilagor had to retire after a couple of knockdowns. Barriere's a tricky southpaw, pretty extensive amateur background, went to the Olympic trials and things like that. I would say he does have a style that's more suited to the pros, so I think he is where he belongs. He has some defensive vulnerabilities, but he's now being trained by the Kronk Gym and Sugarhill Steward, which I think is a really good fit for his style. He's got a big backhand, strong jab. He's a long, rangy fighter. Pretty good feet for a big man. He's always in incredible condition, of course, fighting out of Quebec. Alexi Barriere is very well Canada's best shot at kind of bringing some big fights to the domestic scene. Of course, we have Ryan Rozicki, who unfortunately just had to pull out of his world title fight over in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia with Badu Jack due to tearing his bicep. And I will say on the Rozicki note, not to get sidetracked, but it is quite remarkable to see that a fighter can so quickly put proof of their injury up or their sickness or ailment, you know, anything that might cause them to pull out of a fight rather than just going silent for weeks on end. But anyways, maybe Daniel Dubois could learn a thing or two. But getting back to Alexi Barriere, I am very excited to see. Hopefully they get him out more regularly. Hopefully there's some more promotion put into him. If there's a critique I have of Alexi Barriere, it's that he's one of these fighters who goes completely silent between fights and only pops up with a video every once in a while on social medias or, you know, doing French language TV in Quebec. And it's going to be hard to break out into the mainstream without doing a little bit better self-promotion. You know, you don't need to go Johnny Fisher levels of social media star, but keeping public facing between your fights would go a great deal to building that profile and inevitably in turn getting better fights out of it. But luckily his talent has kind of shone through, and of course he's done a lot of sparring with Tyson Fury. I think he's been in with Joshua as well. He's been in with some world level heavyweights and sparring. So it is good to see that scouted out in those sparring sessions by big promoters and now signed by Matchroom Boxing. So hopefully we see him out very often. Hopefully there's some more promotion. Excited to see him in some meaningful fights at the kind of fringe world level. So let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments, and I will talk to you next time.